Hello everyone, it's me, Orpheon, your infinite dragon sorcerer here, and this is going to be part 4 of What If Asta Had the Flash's Powers. And also, real quick, if any of you guys still want to become What If YouTubers and become a member of the Ten Commandments, please DM Greed on his Twitter, which I showed in one of my videos, and I actually don't know which video it was, I kind of forgot because I've been reading all of your comments and I've actually been incorporating your ideas and making more parts to previous and older what ifs. So, yeah, I've actually been pretty busy and I haven't had time to, well, because my laptop is not working properly and I'm using my phone because it's a temporary substitute. So, yeah, that way it makes things easier. Well, let's get back to the what if. When we last left off, Mars was about to aim a murderous attack towards Mimosa, Klaus, Noel, and Yuno. And right at this instant, Asta, he's running over the water that's close to where the treasure room entrance is. And Asta is running incredibly fast, and he actually is charging up a lightning bolt from his energy, and he throws it towards Mars, and he gets hit by it, and he goes straight into the water. And then he asks everyone, "Guys, are you okay?" And then Klaus is like shocked, and he's like, "What the? Wait, you weren't here a minute, like a second ago. How did you get here so fast?" And Asta basically says, "It's part of my abilities. I'm incredibly fast. It's just thanks to the Speed Force." And Klaus is shocked. He's like, "What in the heck are you talking about? Was it some sort of magic or reinforcement magic?" And Oz is like, "No, it was the Speed Force and my speed. That's basically it." And in this what if, Asta is intelligent because the Speed Force enhances intelligence, so that way he can better use it to better effect and greater power. Because if he was dumb and he was moving incredibly fast, he would probably end up killing himself. So yeah, I had to make him smart and more smart in this what if, because if he used the Flash's powers, he would basically be super stupid and he probably end up getting himself killed, and he probably would constantly eat to the point where he would probably die in the middle of what if. So yeah, back on topic. Asta was just trying to explain to Klaus how he's this fast and how he was able to save them. But before Asta could finish what his explanation, Luck shows up and he then tries to tell Asta that that guy from the Diamond Kingdom, he's actually coming up out of the water right now, and he's using his magic to make countless doubles of himself. And then everyone sees this, and Asta, Luck, they're all just trying to fight against all these mineral clones of Mars made from his magic. And they're going down pretty easily, but Mars, he's in his giant sort of golem suit made of his magic. And Asta actually is avoiding all of these attacks and trying to make sure it moves everyone out of the way. But then he decides to move everyone in flash time. Mainly, he tries to move Klaus in flash time, but it doesn't work. But with luck, it worked earlier, but I guess it would have been just luck. And no pun intended, it was just dumb luck. And he thought it wouldn't work. He just thought it would work with everyone else since it worked with luck. But he then realizes that since luck has a lightning attribute of magic, his powers don't work on anyone else. It only works on luck or anyone else with lightning magic. He's like, "Oh boy, how am I going to get everyone out of this one?" And then he has an idea. He runs around in a circle, creating a tornado, and he then tells Yuno to use his wind magic to attack with the power of Asta's tornado. And the tornado is basically all red because the tornado is not actually red, it's yellow because of the Asta having yellow lightning. And the tornado is just being thrown right towards Mars, and he actually isn't affected by it. But then, creates his wind magic sort of crossbow, and it actually hits Mars. And then Asta increases the insult on Mars by actually infusing his fist and vibrating his fist at a high frequency to the point where it hits Mars in the face, knocking him out cold. And Mars didn't even have time to react to this incredible combo. And not only that, he's out cold. He's just out of the fight. And Asta still gets his second anti magic sword. Still gets the Wind Spirit Bell, and Mars is just knocked out. And then everyone tries to get out of the dungeon because they didn't see much of a point to stay there since and Asta somehow got 2 new spells. As long as the Diamond Kingdom can get their hands on it. And Asta, Noelle, Klaus, Luck, and Mimosa, they're all just out of there. And Asta and Luck, everyone, couple of days pass, and after this mission in the dungeon, Asta's trying to figure out how he can enhance his speed. And it's actually, he tries a new technique, but for some reason his lightning starts turning blue instead of yellow. And he feels like he actually went way faster than normal. And he was like, wow, what is this? What? My lightning, it turned blue all of a sudden. What if I try again? He practiced this routine of running around the Clover Kingdom for the next couple of days, and his lightning started turning blue again and again and again until he started trying more ways to get stronger and get faster. So, yeah, he is developing the blue lightning, which is faster than yellow lightning. And then it's time for Asta and Noelle to go meet the Wizard King and give them their report. And the Wizard King is actually very excited to see Asta, and he's very curious about what type of magic he has, and Asta shows that he's very fast, and he actually tries to see if he can show the Wizard King his flash time. Get that all mixed up all of a sudden because I made a what if on what if. I'm still making what if Deku was born with Bayonetta's powers. And I highly recommend you watch that what if at all possible. But he actually makes it work for the Wizard King because he has time magic. And the Wizard King is seeing all this, and he's actually impressed with Asta's ability. And everything around him is moving slow. And then Asta deactivates flash time, and both Yuno and Asta ask the Wizard King how they can become the next Wizard King. And he said, results. It's not about power, not about status, it's about results. And Asta and Yuno both agree that that's exactly what the Wizard King would say. And then the Wizard King invites them to the feast to celebrate each and every Magic Knight leveling up and getting a higher ranking. And the room is somber and quiet. All the nobles and Golden Dawn and all the squads are staring at Asta and, insulted and disgusted that commoners are in their presence. As usual, one of Noelle's older siblings pours water on her, and Asta is ticked off. He he actually activates flash time, and he basically flicks Noel's older brother on the forehead, and it actually hurts him to the point where he actually is just unconscious, and he's actually just stuck into the wall, just like a cartoon where someone actually runs so fast they actually get stuck on the wall, and it's kind of like that. And they just Asta actually destroyed part of the wall, and then the other one of the members of the Golden Dawn tried to use some of his rock sand magic to make a sort of golem to capture Asta and try to teach him a lesson to know his place. But Asta actually dodges, and he's using flash time again, and literally punches that member of the Golden Dawn, and he's actually just covered in food, and he's just disgusted and furious. And then Noel's eldest brother, he's laying off his magic into icy pressure, and Asta, he's somewhat able to feel this, but Captain Fuegoleon is saying, "Enough! This is disgraceful. It's pathetic to believe that nobles are all of you are just ganging up on someone who's still a member of the Magic Knights for having their own opinions. It's just disgraceful. It's shameful." And Nozel and Fuegoleon are having a stare down with their mana, one in the form of a blue eagle, and the other as a red, roaring male lion. And then, of course, the kingdom is under attack. And then everyone tries to come up with a plan, but Asta, he's not having any of that. He runs out of there in a flash, and everyone's wondering where Asta went, and Noel and Asta just ran off to fight against the people who are attacking the capital. And then Asta is saving people left and right, while he's moving so fast that he's actually in blue lightning mode. And his blue lightning mode is actually sticking a lot longer than he anticipated it would. And he's a lot faster now. And he's actually moving a lot faster to the point it's instant, somewhat. He actually gets people away from the zombies. He even runs through all those zombies created by Ray's Wraith magic. And Ray's is like hardly having time to react. And Asta, he punches Rades in the face, but then Rades tries to summon his puppets, Jimmy, Carl, Alfred, and oddly enough, Alfred, or was it Carl, one of the corpses that basically uses lightning magic, and the one that has no arms or legs, it's floating. It aims its lightning towards Asta, but Asta is absorbing the lightning because the Speed Force is actually getting a boost from the lightning that's actually being infused into Asta or thrown at him. Asta absorbs it and throws it right back at Rades, but he uses one of his corpses to create barriers, and Asta then throws one of his smaller anti-magic swords, the second one he got from the dungeon, at the weak point of the barrier, and shatters the barrier and impales and destroys the corpse that actually has barrier defensive magic. And Ray's is furious and shocked, and he's angry that a weakling like him just dropped dead instead of getting in his way. And he's just furious and angry. And he tries to aim his Wraith magic at him, Asta, but he's dodging and constantly punching and wailing on Rades on his face. And he even manages to punch Rades on the face so hard that part of his face got cut like a scar. Or got on his face now. And Rades, he's just mad. And Fuegoleon and Leopold and Noel catch up, and they're seeing Asta being up and fighting against all these zombies and this saving people all at once. It's kind of like Asta's in two places at once, but he's not, because he's not that fast yet. He's actually just making a time remnant. A time remnant is basically what the Flash used against Zoom. And Asta made a time remnant, and each time the time remnants die or all that, then they start to disappear. And not only that, Rades has been captured by Asta, Captain Flagoleon, and then Flagoleon basically takes Rades' grimoire and he sees just one page. And Rades is just furious. He's like, "Don't you dare look at it! Don't think you're better than me!" And then a portal opens underneath Flagoleon and takes him away somewhere. And Flagoleon is gone. Asta is Noel and Leopold. They're all shot and they're trying to figure out where he is. But Asta, he just looks at some of the pile of corpses, incredible speed, and then he actually throws a lightning bolt towards a certain pile of corpses, and one of them moved, and it was Voltos. And he used spatial magic to get away, and he removed his mask. And he was impressed that Asta was able to find him under all those corpses. And Asta is like, "Of course, a sunlight was able to tell by the way you moved." And Asta is actually moving with incredible speed, trying to catch up to Voltos, but Voltos is still teleporting away, and all the Magic Knights squads captains are still teleported away, and Asta, Noel, and Leopold are trying to catch this guy, but then the other Eye of the Midnight Sun members show up, and then they end up seeing Flagoleon with his bleeding out, injured, and his arm has been cut off, and he's completely weakened. He's just out of the fight, and he's bleeding out, and his part of his grimoire is disappearing. And Noel's trying to stop the bleeding and cover his wound. Leopold is stuck. He's just standing there trying to. He can't react to how his brother is injured and how he received so much damage and who did it. And Asta, he's doing everything he can. He's making time remnants, and each and every one of them's getting killed by each and every member of the Eye of the Midnight Sun. Some of them get cut up by wind magic. The other gets drowned and then turned frozen in ice and then shattered. Some of them get impaled by roots popping up out of the ground. And Noel's using water creation magic, Sea Dragon's Lair, to protect Leopold and her, while Asta's fighting and his time remnants are fighting. And they're all in a tight spot. They're just having a lot of trouble. And then all of the captains show up. All of the captains are showing up, and then they try to help Asta, and then all of the members of the Eye of the Midnight Sun get away, except that old lady who absorbs magic to make herself look younger. And the Wizard King, a few hours later, while everyone is worried about Captain Flagoleon, his injuries, and Leopold, because he was injured a little bit in this what if in this battle, and then the Wizard King shows up with one of the members of the Eye of the Midnight Sun captured in his time magic chronostasis, and he's a little bit disappointed and upset with himself that he wasn't able to help, and that everyone else was disappointed themselves that they weren't able to do something and they fell for such an obvious trap. And everyone, including Leopold comes out exhausted, and he makes this diamond mark on his forehead with flame magic, and he actually vows that he's gonna become the next Wizard King, and he's declaring Asta's rival. And Then a couple of days pass, and Asta's still trying to get better control of this blue lightning mode that he's trying to get better control of. And this is going to play a key part in this what if. And guys, that's where I'm going to leave it off this time. As always, leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'm sorry if some of these videos are a little short, but I've been trying to make sort of drawings, but I've also been a little busy. I've been trying to add more and more and more videos daily, so that way you guys know that I'm still around on YouTube and trying to make more what ifs and listening and reading to your all of your comments. So I'm letting you all know that I'm actually just still around making what if videos and trying to listen to all of your comments, and I'm still trying to gather more information on Darkseid's abilities, because I want to make sure I don't leave anything out about what Darkseid can do, because I'm making my first villain Deku on my channel. It's going to be a big event. It's going to be my 1,000 subscriber event, a what if event that's going to be legendary. Hopefully they'll also make all of you excited and hyped to want to watch my content even more and get more subscribers on my channel and share it with your friends or family, so that way my channel will become more widely known. And, well, I need to get started on the next video, and also I'm about to go get a haircut, so if I don't upload the rest of the day, it's because I'm getting a haircut and I'm taking a little bit of break, because I think I may have uploaded 4 or 5 videos today. So if you guys have any other ideas for a what if on my channel you want me to make, or any other parts of each and every what if you want me to make, let me know down in the comments of this video. Well, I need to get ready to get my haircut. See you all next time. Infinity Overdrive! Infinite realities, infinite possibilities. See you all next time!